What if you started every spring lawn care season with a very healthy bank account because you did not have to exhaust your funds just to make it through the winter? Here's what would happen. Your bank account would go up year after year after year. If you don't figure this out, you will start each season broke in a hole, you'll never truly get ahead, and you'll never truly accumulate wealth. And unfortunately, I had to learn this the hard way. Let's speed you up so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. So my first few seasons when I started my lawn care business, my bank account, it fluctuated wildly at different times during the year. You see, I would work all spring, all summer, all fall, and I would accumulate a lot of cash. But by the time the next spring season rolled around, I would look at my bank account and frankly, most of it had just disappeared. In my particular market, we don't have massive leaf jobs to do. We don't have snow removal and that type of thing. So we're very limited in the actual services that we can offer. Now, the way that I am wired, my emotions, they followed how my money was doing. If my bank account was on the up and up and everything was looking good, I was feeling great. But I can tell you, when things weren't going good and they were trending in the wrong direction, it really affected my mood. I mean, how many of you guys can actually relate to your happiness and how well you're feeling about yourself, how your bank account is doing? I think we can all kind of relate to that. Now, admittedly, it has taken me longer to figure this problem out than it probably should have, but these are the things that I have implemented that is allowing me now to start the spring season in a very good position and finally being able to see my bank account continue to grow year after year. The first thing that we did was implement a one-time-a-month service in December, January, and February. Now, many of you know that a large portion of my clients, they are bi-weekly during the spring and the summer. I still have plenty of weekly, but a good chunk of my client base is bi-weekly during the spring and summer. The way that this helps me during the winter is that since so many are bi-weekly, meaning every 2 weeks during the actual growing season, whenever we transition to once a month, it's really like our workload and our revenue gets cut in half. Now contrast that if I had had all weekly clients during the spring and summer. In the winter, my workload would be cut by 75% instead of just by half. I hope that makes sense. But in essence, by having so many bi-weekly clients at the front of the year, it really helps fill up the back end of the year by not losing all of our workload. Now your next question is, how do you provide service during the winter whenever the grass is not really growing? And that is a valid question. There's a few answers to that, and the first one is on October 1st every year, I will send out an FAQ email via Yardbook to all of my clients. What I'm doing is basically outlining what they should expect in the coming winter months, letting them know we cut until the week before Thanksgiving, and then December, January, and February, you should expect to see us on your property only one time a month during those winter months. Now here's the thing, by being proactive and reaching out on October 1st and letting people know what to expect, I have very few clients that email back and say, we do not want you to come during the winter. Now, of course, I will let them opt out if they truly do not want winter services, but I have found it really is beneficial for them to at least have us on the property one time a month. Secondly, whenever new clients come on with us throughout the year, they approve an estimate in Yardbook that clearly says what the service schedule is like throughout the year, letting them know that during December, January, and February, we're going to come one time a month. By training our clients up front and letting them know what to expect, they know what they're getting into so they don't get into the winter months and start calling us, wondering when we're going to stop service, when do we pause service. It just provides complete clarification on what is supposed to happen. And finally, whenever we do show up to do a one-time winter service on people's lawns, we are not there to rip them off. We always make the lawn look better than whenever we arrived. Number 2 is some of my biggest landscaping and sod projects I try to push off into the winter months by offering the clients a discount. Let me be totally honest, laying sod during the spring and then summer when there is a 110-degree heat index, it sucks. You know, unfortunately, obviously that is when we get the majority of those types of calls. And there's only so much bandwidth that me and the crew have during the summer to complete these projects without completely wiping ourselves out. So starting the year prior, I gave people two prices. I gave them the gotta be done now price, and then I gave them a, hey, this thing can wait till the winter price. And I'm happy to report that this year I have several winter projects that are really going to help fill in the gaps. If I'm being totally honest, the truth is one big landscaping job or one big sod job, that could be the equivalent of 2 weeks or even a month's worth of mowing revenue. But by simply offering a discount to our clients who are willing to wait, it not only helps them, but it helps keep my back end of my schedule full, and frankly, just doing the work when it's a lot easier to do. Give that strategy a shot to keep the back end of your season loaded down with work. The next thing that I have started doing is I have started offering a year-round monthly payment option only for our full service clients. I have a small portion of our clients who want us there mowing weekly during the summer, keeping the hedges trimmed up, pruning crepe myrtles during the winter, keeping the flower beds free of weeds. And for those clients, it really does make sense to have them on a balanced billing schedule. Now, in all transparency, I actually do not offer this service to many clients, and actually I kind of feel out the client before I even bring this up. The reason being is I want to have a very good vibe from them, and I want to know that they are somebody who is on the up and up. The last thing that I want to be doing is doing hedge trimming work, flower bed work, pine straw installation for deeply discounted rates during the summer, only for the client to try to leave during the winter or not pay. So again, this is a case-by-case basis, but I can tell you it has been a really, really good strategy to keep our income up during the winter. Even if you just have 40 of your clients on a $250 a month service schedule, that would include weekly mowing, hedge trimming, maybe a pine straw installation, just all the things. But let's say you had just 40 clients on $250 a month. That right there is $10,000 a month during the winter. That is a big deal to keep you from plowing through cash reserves just to get through the winter. And for the very same reason that I have started offering a monthly payment option to some of our full service clients, I also have now started prioritizing more commercial work. Commercial accounts expect you to be there on the property year round. They expect to pay out monthly. But again, just running some simple math, let's say you had 10 commercial clients paying $500 a month. That's another $5,000 in winter income. So then you pair your $5,000 in monthly commercial work with your $10,000 in monthly residential work. Then you throw in a big landscaping or sod project that month. You can see how you can come out of the winter sitting pretty dang good going into the spring. Try implementing some of these strategies to start your spring season each year in a very, very good position. Now, of course, this is assuming that you are pricing your work correctly, and Lord knows it took me a while to figure that out. I finally learned how to price my work for max profits. If you are needing some help with trying to figure out how to price those services, check out this video right here. It's going to teach you how to price your work for maximum profits.